Sorry, guys. I clicked the go live, but it just didn't seem to want to do anything. So I see now that it looks like it's working. Let me see. Go to YouTube on my phone and find Art Joy is Sharing. Make sure it's live for you guys because it still says it's upcoming. And there you are. Okay. So I can see everybody. Cindy, Marie, Jenny, Lisa, Peggy, so glad you guys are here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. It's just like, I don't know what's going on. I clicked the button. It didn't do anything. I apologize. So, you may notice it's just me today, and that's because Shell's a bit under the weather. She's kind of been going back and forth. I don't know if she's going to actually join us today. We'll see. What I wanted to cover was washi tape, receipt paper, and Yupo or coated paper today, because that's what's on my list, 22, 23, 24. So let's get going with that. So I had some stuff out that I was playing with. Now, some people were asking, how do I store some of these ATCs? This is just a little, what do you call this? Trading card or yeah, you know, like baseball cards. They have these little albums that you can get to put these into, or you can watch my friend Vicky at Messy Table Studio, and she makes these really cool little books, and I think she's got a video out there. I'll try to remember to link it for you guys or ask her to find the link for you. But you know, all of these are cards that have been traded with me. This is from 2005, and it was a playing card. So you can see I've got trading cards from people for a lot of years. So I'm going to set that aside, just giving you guys some ideas about, you know, how you can store some of this stuff. If you guys want to trade, there is a file that Jamie started for trading, but not sure what I want to start with today. Let's start with the washi tape one. I was playing around with some metal foil and some different things because if we get to it, I want to do the glitter and foil card thing too. You know, and we'll do some bling bling kind of stuff. But let's do the washi tape to start with. And yeah, so you can see I've been playing. This is foil paper that I was foiling up for that. So maybe we'll get to that. I don't know. We'll see. But I had some stuff that had to dry, so I started out with that. Yupo. You guys know I love Yupo because it's a plastic sheet. And one of the things that I have seen people doing, my friends at PM Artist Studio are using Yupo to make their stencils with. So if you get any stencils from PM Artist Studio, they are done out of Yupo paper. The green foil's pretty. Hi, Noni. Yeah, we'll see if we get around to that. But, you know, you can punch Yupo. You can do all this kind of stuff. I was taking this Yupo stencil, and I was going to put some product down to foil. So this is just a tag that, but this has to dry and turn clear before we can foil it. So I'm going to set that aside, and maybe we'll get to that. But I did foil a piece. PM Artist Studio also sells black and white prints. And so I did buy some of that just to try it out. And so I did try foiling some of that black and white print. And you can do your own prints on, what is it called? It's a toner-based printer. and run that through. I've just got a little, what's it, an Apache laminator here behind me. And you can see that that Apache laminator will laminate your foil just fine. I just put this through on a piece of parchment paper. And I've got all these really cool designs that I can now use in my art. So Yupo. What I like to use Yupo for mostly is my alcohol inks, because alcohol ink is the bomb. But it also works with watercolor. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Must have been the foil thing. It also works for, where was I going with that? I don't know. Oh, alcohol inks. Also works for watercolor and all of those water-soluble things too, because it is plastic, so it doesn't absorb right away. So that's one of the things I like about it. I'm going to grab some alcohol ink, and I got this new blue, which is Monsoon. I love this color. It's really deep and bright. And I think I will use a stencil because I want a pattern on the background. So let me just grab here's a stencil from Tim Holtz. It's got all kinds of lines and things in it, which it almost looks like a map to me. So I'm going to spritz this with some alcohol. That'll help hold that stencil down and allow me to work with it a little bit. And then I can drop in some of these colors. This Monsoon wants to drip right out of the right out of the bottle, so I'm just going to splatter some of that and a little bit of, I think this is Sailboat Blue, and I've got a little bit of Pool, because that's kind of cool too. So let me get some of that down. And what do I have here? I have some kind of blending tool, I'm sure. Yeah, here's just a sponge. And I'm just going to move some of that around on here. And typically what I like to do if I'm doing something like this is to set this aside and let it dry. You can also add other things to this. Like I've got, this is a shimmer spray paint. It's got gold, since we're doing shimmery things today. Let me see just how this is going to work on here. Pick up a corner. Yeah, it's got to dry. It's got to dry down. But I just want to spritz this lightly with that. And we'll let that set aside and dry while I glue some other stuff down. So, how am I going to do this without making a mess? Set this aside. Yeah, I should have taken it off the ring, huh? Well, maybe that'll, okay, maybe that'll set if I dry it. So let's just heat set that. And I don't want to put a hot gun to it, because Yupo is plastic and it will melt. It will warp. So I'm just going to lightly hit that. Move this aside. And we've got a nice background started on our Yupo. Still a little bit wet, but I like that. With your grocery list, I wish I could. Okay, so let's cut this down to something manageable. I want this to be 2.5 by 3.5 to make a ATC. So there's our ATC card front. These pieces can be used for something else. And now, if I'm stamping on Yupo and I've got alcohol ink on here, I want something that's going to work with that. So you want to use an ink that is not going to reactivate this stuff. So I'm going to use archival because it's an oil-based, not an alcohol-based ink. And I think, let me see where my archival ink is. Right here. Hopefully it's inked up enough to do what I want to do. And I'm going to grab a stamp set. I like these guys. So let's do this. Let's take our stamp positioner. And I'm going to put this down. Decide where I want these guys on here. That wants to move a little bit. So I'm going to ink that up. Sorry for the glare. Let's see if I can move that over a little. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? See if I can get that stamped. It may take a couple. To get it dark enough for me. It turned out pretty good. I'm going to wipe that off because it may have picked up some of the ink in the background. So I don't want to go back to my pad and carry any of that other ink with it. So I'm just going to get a tissue and clear off whatever residue came with the stamp. And then we'll ink this again. And stamp. Glad you guys are all saying hi to one another. So nice to have an art community where everybody knows one another. Okay, so let's see how that turned out. Yeah, that's nice and dark. So let's put a quote on here too, as long as we're stamping this one up. Oh, this has a lot of good sayings, but I think I want something relatively small. See if this will fit. I think it will. I think it'll fit right there. And I put this foam behind just so it doesn't make a bunch of noise on my desk. Nothing special. So there we have our Yupo card. And that ink needs to dry because it's sitting on top of a gloss surface. So I don't want to smudge it, so I'm just going to set that aside to dry. Clean off my stamp. Put that back on here. And we have our first one done for today, which is Yupo. The next one was receipt paper. Okay. So I gathered some receipts. I've got a pile here of different receipt paper. And I'm just going to glue those down to a surface. I guess I could have colored them. Could have colored them first. But I've got Harbor Freight. I've got, this was St. Kilda Cafe and Bakery. They make good food. This one says Skips. Oh, look at that one. That's got a face on it. I think we definitely need to use that. So let me start gluing some of these. Here's a surface I can glue to. Name of the stamp set, it's a Tim Holtz. It is CM, C is in cat, M is in Mary, S is in Sam, 329 from Stampers Anonymous. And it's called Theories. Yeah, it's a cool set. And I think they're a nice size when you're working on something like an ATC. So let's see. We've got this. And let's just start gluing some of this down with a glue stick. Kind of a cool background. I like this one with all the text on it. This is from Harbor Freight. So I think I definitely need to use that because it's got a lot of small words. Some of that from behind will show through. This is cool. It says get exclusive deals. I like that. So we've got our background pretty much covered now. And I think I do want to use that What was it? The skull, wherever it went to. Did I lose it? Oh, this one's cool. It's got a watermark from Ace Hardware. Hi, Minka. All right, I lost it already. Anybody see it on my desk? Oh, there they are. All right. Just going to tear this one out. And I think I'm going to use some spray on this because I've got some out of my desk. So I've got some distress sprays here. We use a little barn door and some wild honey and some fossilized amber. And just get my toweling, pick up the excess. Let's dry that down. And I'm going to cut out the edges here. Hold my tongue just right. Maybe I'll get it without whacking the wrong thing. Because I can make a hot mess in a minute. Okay, so there's our background started. Got a little tab here that didn't get any glue. If you guys can get this Elmer's, it's some of the best. I do like my Yoo-Hoo too. Just get a good glue stick if you're going to use glue stick on this stuff. So I like that. I also want to add some, it's still wet. Want to add some color. And let me get a different stencil maybe. Got these little ones. What do I want to use? Let's use an ink in a I want a dark, but not black. I want to. Here's a Hero Arts wet cement. This is kind of interesting. Let's use this. Okay. That was Stampers Anonymous. These are those mini ones. And it comes in a set of 3. I don't know what that one was, but check them out. So I like that muted tone. I don't really want a black. This is called Wet Cement. Kind of a dark gray. I don't know if that's going to disappear when I glue it down, because this is not a transparent paper. It's a receipt paper. But I really like this skull. And I want to use it. So I'm just going to use my glue stick again. And make sure that's down. You can still see our exclusive deals. This does say something about the Taqueria Cantina. So let's use that to our advantage too. Okay. Glue that down. Like that. See if I've got something here I'm going to add to that. Let's do a snarky one. I like snarky. This is from Snarky Small Talk from Tim Holtz. Gonna cut off the excess. See if this will fit this way. Yes, it will. So I'm going to grab my glue stick once again, because I want to make sure that this stays down. And I saw something in my stash. Let me see if I can find it again. It'd be kind of fun here. Yeah, here we go. See how this works. I don't know. I like this. I like this cactus, but I don't know if I want that big pot there. So let's use this one. No, it covers up too much stuff. So in that case, you alter your cactus, right? Make it like that. Who says you can't alter cactus? And do I want any more of that? I don't know. Let me just stick this other. Can I move that? Let's try it. See if I can move it and get that. There we go. That last little piece on there. And then what else did I have? I had some other stuff. Just not sure where I put it. Whoops. Didn't mean to throw that away. Stuff's falling in the trash. Woo-oo. Hey, Rennie, how are you? Without getting stuck? For sure. Yeah, this one just doesn't want to. It's too. All right, here we go. I'm going to make it smaller. And then I'm going to make it more curved so it fits the curve. Like that. That's better. All right. That's better. Well, I had some other stuff out, but I don't know where I put it. So we'll just move on. Go to the next thing. Which is washi tape. So I've got a box full of all kinds of washi. I haven't got out my blingy ones because we were going to get to the glittery stuff. So I got out my real blingy washi tape, and then I got out some of this other stuff. So I'm not sure what we'll end up using, but get this ink pad back off of my desk. And I want a variety. So I've got a big pan here full of stuff. And I'm going to start with just an ATC card. Let me get this one out of the way. And pull out a variety of stuff here, different colors. See, yellow. There's a bright orange. There's a hot pink. Okay, let's start with that. So I am going to, as always, put some glue down because you don't want your washi tape coming up. Yeah, don't get stuck by the cacti. All right, so let's start with this blue heart down here at the bottom. And we'll put a contrasting color next to it, which would be this orange, right? Because I like the stripe effect. And I kind of got inspired by Shell this week with her dolls. She was making art dolls. Did you guys see that? I hope you watched her make those art dolls because they were pretty cool. This one, can I find the end of it? No. All right, I'll just use this. Something I can get a hold of. There's that. Let's get... this is narrower. Let's get some more hearts on here. Gotta have hearts. I'm liking hearts. Hearts and stars this week. Hearts. There's... oh, I can't get that one off, so we'll grab this one. And I think I want to position that in the middle so it looks like maybe lace or something on the collar. Yeah, like that. Okay, so what Shell did is she took this art doll and attached a head so that it would swivel. And I thought, well, that's a clever idea. So I'm just going to cut this into a body shape here. And I'm going to flip it over and cut the other side kind of to match. Like that. So there's our body, and you can see now that that kind of looks like a little lacy collar on there, which is what I was thinking. So then with our body, you know, you can start altering, blinging, whatever you want to do. But I've got faces here. Remember a while ago when we were drawing faces? I think I might have even done some of these on the live, like this guy here. Let's see how this can work. This one here is kind of fun. Yeah, I think I like that. That's cool. I need to cut some of that off because it hangs over. I'm just going to cut that edge where the neck is. And then I need some kind of a fastener. And I've got some brads and things here. It's still a little bit big in there. Okay, so I've got this. What do I want to put on that? Maybe a little flower or something. Oh, here's a heart. We're doing hearts, right? Let's do a heart. So I have a punch. You could use an eyelet for this too. It doesn't have to be a brad. One side of this is smaller than the other. This one's the smaller one. So I'm going to punch through the neck here, I think, if I can get it in the right spot. Which might be more difficult than I think. Let me get the first hole punched and then I can mark it. Okay, got the first hole. And I can put this under here. And I can see where I'm going. Pen. Just mark that. Now, I used to have some beads and things. I'm not sure where they are. I should have pulled some of that stuff out because, you know, sometimes those string bead things would make a cute necklace on here. But what I'm after is creating an art doll where the head will move so you can tuck it away and put that into a card. And I think she could stand a crown or something too, right? So let's take another piece of card and a little more washi. Or maybe I have something in here. Let's look in our heads. Oh, that one's fun. Look at that one. It's got paintbrushes and stuff in her hair. Oh, here's a cute crown. Let's take that one. And want to glue that down because I need to make it sturdier. I hope she's feeling better too, Noni. Yeah, you know, it's never fun to be sick, right? I don't know if she's able to watch or not. She was not feeling very good this morning. So we'll all send her well wishes and hope she's doing better. Okay, so let's cut out this hat because it's kind of fun. Actually, I don't know if I should use that one because it's kind of pale pink. Maybe I should make some options. I could use this, or I could make her a crown out of the rest of this. Which would be kind of fun. Be more of a golden crown, and then we could put some bling on it, right? Add some bling. Yeah, I think I like this one a little bit better for a crown. I just put some glue on that. Get it stuck down. Well, not that glue, evidently. It doesn't want to come out of the bottle. Okay. We'll use this one. Got a goober on the top. I need some music in the background, don't I? All right, so let's give her her crown. Oop. Scooting around a little bit. Actually, we could do the same thing with, I wonder if I've got, bet I do. Let me look in here and see what I've got. There's some feet. That's good enough. I don't have to keep looking. Let's do oh, look at that. That one just kind of popped out there. It says attitude problem. So let's use that. Oh. She looked like she have attitude with her crown. Okay, and for the feet, let's do another attachment here. I don't know if I have another heart or star or what. I've got enough stuff though. There's another heart. So we can put this on the bottom. She'll be swinging from both directions, won't she? We'll just call her a swinger. All right. And I should find some more hearts because those are starting to look like buttons down the front. Hey, Barbara. Hello. You forgot to set it. That's okay. I forget a lot of things anymore. And there's a yellow heart. They don't have to be pink, do they? Oh, wait a minute. There's a pink one. And another pink one. All right. I think we got our hearts for buttons. Button embellishments on the front of her garment. I like this heart because it looks like her heart. Anyway, let's get this stuff out of the way. And I could measure it, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna eyeball it. So got one there. 2, 3. Oh, they're not in a straight line either. Oh, well. It'll be okay. And that song, Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right. All right, I got that one. And this one, if I can get it in the hole. And one more. Okay, so there's our washi tape art doll, and she will fold up like this. So that's washi. Probably need to glue some of those to keep them in place, but good enough for now with her attitude problem and crown. So what's next? Next is, we did Yupo, we did washi, we did receipt paper. So that's the 3 that we needed. So I guess we can go on to the glitter stuff now because, you know, I said if we can, we'll get to some of that. Hey, Laura, hi. You like my cute little dolly? That was fun. That was kind of fun. Okay, so the stuff I was playing with today, get some of this washi tape out of my way. And I don't know that this is dry enough yet. Remember I said that PM Artist Studio was making these stencils from Yupo. And so that's what these are. And then I showed you where I had taken some of their, you can get some of their black and white imagery. These are printed laser copy pieces. And I had taken some of that and run it through my laminating machine. And I had gotten some bling off of that. And this is just a piece of parchment paper for carrier. Now, I could glue this down on another piece of something too, because that's kind of cool. You know, so it's just junk now. It's stuffing around. Now you can see that there's some of this that is not dry yet. And what I did is I took some transfer gel. This is Deco Foil Transfer Gel Duo, because I didn't necessarily want to have to run everything through the laminating machine. So some of this is dry, some of it isn't. I don't know. I probably shouldn't try to dry it with a heat tool because, you know, it's supposed to stay tacky. It's supposed to, but it dries clear when it's dry. And you can see that some of this is still white. So where it is still white, it may not work as well. But there's lots of different kinds of foil out on the market. And some are meant for heat laminating. Like I did this with the laser toner. And some are meant just for the adhesives. So like if you look at the products, these foil sheets from Ranger, these are meant to work with adhesive sheets. So you could just put a piece of double stick tape down and use this foil. But I'm going to try it with this Duo adhesive. See what we get. So I got several different colors here. I like this rainbow one. After all, we are celebrating rainbow stuff this month, right? So let's try the rainbow. And oh, here's a leopard. No, that's a black. This is a leopard print. Let's try that leopard print on here. And let's try, I like this gold dot one. Let's try this gold dot one. And because, you know, I can rub this and get it to stick to the sticky stuff, because it's supposed to stay tacky when you put it down. So like I can do this and get it to stick. Can you guys see? Didn't rub that real well. I can just rub this and get it to stick to that Duo adhesive right there. I think I'm gonna run this through the laminator just because. Like this one is a heat set one, and it's another toner one. But I've got just a couple pieces of copy paper, and put that between there. And I'm just going to run it through there because this was still a little bit wet. Let's see if that helps set that up any. Oh, darn it. Grabbed it without the bottom sheet. So we'll see what happens. So this one was a packet of stuff that I'd gotten some time ago from another company. And this is from who? This is from Creative Vision Stamps. And they also have pretty cool stuff. I mean, you can do this yourself if you've got the, but you see here's tags that have just the toner on them, and you can put all kinds of stuff on this and create some fun tags. Let's see how this is working out here. Okay, so here we go. This is that stuff from Ranger. Oh, and I put it through the heat, and it looks like it's stuck everywhere. Okay, not a good idea to put it through with the heat. So in that case, you know, you guys get to see my mistakes right here. I'm gonna look for, I've got to see what I wanted it to do was to pull off like this and get that foil. I have a little scrubby sponge here somewhere. On my desk somewhere is a scrubby sponge. Have you guys seen this, Washi? This is so cool. This is like cloth. This is like linen cloth. This is a Tim Holtz product. All right, I don't know what I did with the scrubby sponge. So in that instance, this is a Rub It, Scrub It stamp cleaner. And you see it's got kind of a weird surface to it. So I'm going to see if I can lift some of this. And some of that background to come back out. That one there's kind of coming. Because it really shouldn't have stuck to that paper. I'm not sure why. It's probably because it was a coated paper. And when you heated up the coated paper, that stuff stuck to it. So be forewarned, if you put this on a coated paper, it's going to stick down. I really like that piece right there. So let's cut an ATC out of that. I'll deal with this other stuff later. So let's see, I need a edge to start with. So we'll go with that. And this is done with one of those stencils that I got from PM Artist Studio. Not getting close. There we go. That's finally close enough. And this is just some packaging. Let's see, 2.5. It's right there. 2.5 by, let's bring this down here. And 3.5. Oh, that's too much. I want that. Three and a half. Okay. So I'm liking that. That's kind of cool. Use these on something else later. And what I had was, all right, I lost the lid for that. It's on my desk. I know it is. You guys see it? Nope, you don't. I don't see it either. When I clean up after this, I will find it. All right, so I had this piece, which was a piece of foil paper. Where is that? I was digging through my stash. You know how I come up with all this stuff that's just in my stash that, you know, I haven't used in a long time. I don't even know if these people are still in business, because I got this when I was working at Memories on 5th, and they've been out of business for a long time. But this was from Karen Foster. I'm sure you can get the same kind of thing from another company. But what it is an assorted sheet metal that has adhesive on the back. So I took a piece of that, and you can see it just has this peely back to it. I took a piece of this, and I have these, what are they called? They have a special name. It's like an impresslet or a, what is it called? It is called a, yes, impresslet, 3D impresslet. And they're from Sizzix. And what it is a folder that not only has the embossing side, but it also has the die in it. So it cuts and embosses all at once. So you get something like this. So I was thinking I could add this to my ATC. And I'll have to trim it down a little bit so that it fits, but that's okay. But I think I also want something here. Let's see what else I've got. See, these are things that I dig through, and I don't even know where I had them or, you know, how I came up with them. These are from Prima. It's a Prima Planner washi sheet. Since we're doing washi, I could do that. Let's see what this is like. I haven't even used this. I don't know. Have any of you guys used this stuff before? This doesn't even look like it's, this doesn't look right because it's, see how it's offset? There's supposed to be two of them here. It's probably in somebody's junk pile and I picked it up. Yeah. Okay, so the washi peels from this side, looks like. But these look like they're double. Like they were misprints, right? Don't they look like they're double? Okay, I'm not going to use that. Because here's one that looks right. It says the same thing, but it's not. So come on, separate out here. So this is one of those products that I've never used. And I'm having issues with. Okay, there it peels. This says good day. Kind of mutes down that piece there, doesn't it? Which I didn't want to do, but let's take all right, this should come up. Let's take this piece of gold and run it lengthwise here. I like that better. And then this, I could color this with some stays on. Let's see what colors I've got here. In stays on. Let's go with that bright pink, maybe, and orange. I'll highlight some of what's on here. Oop. And those clear covers get lost on my desk here. You don't have any foil. Okay. Well, aluminum foil. Do you have any in the kitchen? That works. I mean, that's, you know, basically aluminum foil. You can color it up. Okay, so here's my piece. No, I don't want that there. I want to see some of that design in the background. So let's go this way. Let's go that way. And just trim that to our ATC size. You guys see that? Should have put some blue on there too, I think. To pull out the, or a dark purple or something. Look at that. That's the piece I pulled off the back. That's cool too, right? I can color that because that's a plastic type thing. So let me grab some more of these stays on. Let's try this blue and see what it looks like. Yeah, I can color that. And add some, that's a light blue. I need a darker blue for that piece. Here's a darker blue. And I probably need a small dauber, a little finger dauber to get some of that. If I want to just hit the edge with that blue. And I do, because I like that. Also around here. You see the blue? So if I want to darken this, come back with that dauber. And add a little more stays on to that butterfly, and it will be good to go for another piece, right? Okay, Lisa, totally understand. So there's that. But if you guys haven't seen these, they're not going to be on the market long because I think Sizzix has stopped making them. So if you like this concept, you probably need to pick them up when you see them. I have a number of these different folders, which are kind of fun. Flip this over here. Get a little better view of this. So this was the Yupo. I'm thinking that might need, I don't know if it's dry yet or not. Yeah, it's still kind of damp. See how it's stuck to my finger? There's our little paper doll one. She's kind of fun. And this was our, what was this one? This was our receipt one. So I need to put some backers on those to finish them out. But I'm also thinking that if I can find my white pasta. That. This has got dirty. It's got blue on it. That's not good. I'm a hot mess when I craft, I'll tell you. Got everything out and making a mess. So is there even any Is there even anything in that one? I don't know. Find a different one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I just want to highlight some of this a little bit. Get our gents kind of isolated here a little bit. A little bit of mark on that. Maybe a little in the eyeglasses here. And yeah, that's not working. Get a multi-ball, Pilot multi-ball. This is one of my favorite pens. If I can get it to write on those receipts. Sometimes receipts are not the best surface to write on. You guys notice that when you go to sign for something? When you, yeah. I have noticed that. Sometimes you have ink problems. Try and emphasize the, yeah, that's not doing the best. So let me see what else I've got here. I've got this is a Stedler permanent. Wrong one. There we go. There's the fine point Stedler. I've got both tips here. So I'm just going to go around my sugar skull. Emphasize that a little bit. And his spectacles. Just to bring it out a little bit more. Makes me a little bit happier. Oh, I know what I had. I had some bling. Let's see. You know, when I start going through stuff, I find all kinds of things. Actually, that probably needs, that's the bold one. I want this one. Yeah. To go around the edge here. Oh, I know what I can do with those other butterfly wings. I can give my little paper doll some wings, right? She needs wings. Right? So I can just go back here and take that brad that was right there in the middle. And it looks like it's going to go right about there on my butterfly. Oh, for Pete's sake. Can't see my hole. There we go. So I want to punch it right about there. Oh, missed the body. Oh, well. Oops. Oh, well. And I can put that on our little dolly and give her some wings to fly, right? With her attitude problem. So, guys, that's about it for me today. I was going to put one little bit of something up here, maybe. There we go. And that's it. We got our, actually 4 done today. So thanks for being with me. Absolute wings for the dolly. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. And I hope Shal is feeling better, and we'll talk at you then. Bye.